Today on All Across Oregon, we're taking another road trip, this time to the beautiful Southern Oregon coast, and we'll visit the coastal town of Brookings. Get ready to meet some very cool, hardworking, energetic, and very passionate owners of these family-run businesses. It's a beach day. Brookings, here we come. This episode of All Across Oregon was made possible in part by Realtor Scott Lewis, serving Southern Oregon for more than 30 years. Scott lives here, works here, and loves it here. John Warikoy, premier CPA tax professional and profit builder in Southern Oregon and Northern California. And French, with over 30 years experience in the beauty industry, French carries and sells only the finest of beauty products. Just 6 miles north of the California border on the beautiful U.S. Highway 101 is the town of Brookings, Oregon. Brookings is located on the beautiful Southern Oregon coast and is bounded by the Chetco River and Port of Brookings Harbor to the south, and to the north, the beautiful Harris Beach State Park. There are so many hidden gems in this little coastal town, and today we'll meet up with a couple of them. We're on our way to visit some very cool, hardworking people over at Zolas on the Water. Wait till you meet Ian, his family, and crew. This place is a must visit when you're in town. There he is.
What's happening, man?
My man.
You, man.
Thank you for having us, buddy.
Absolutely, man.
I appreciate it.
Great
This
to
place
see.
is amazing. This is beautiful.
Absolutely. Come a long way from the little one, man.
I would expect nothing less of you, man.
I really appreciate that.
This
So
is
good to have you
beautiful.
here, man.
It's good to be here, and I want to hear, and they want to hear your story.
Man, we moved here in 2009. We opened up that little spot, 24 seats, little Zolas Pizzeria, man. So we showcase pizza.
Yeah.
You know, my father, he's from Queens, New York. My mother's from Brooklyn. My father's Greek. Their family's from Cyprus. So, man, I grew up around food and just family dinners and hanging out and sharing other people's passion. So when I had the opportunity to kind of do that over there, we just wanted to bring the best. So it goes with ingredients we purchased. You know, Caputo flours is the big one there.
Heck yeah, double aught.
Double Odd Zero, that's
Yeah,
right.
man.
So doing that, and we did it 11 years. 11 years we had that spot, and it just grew. And the coolest thing over there is just all the employees we've had, all the people that came through. As you know from when you were there, we had paper on the tables.
Yes.
People would color the tables. We had boxes. You know, we started with, we would sign these boxes when people got to-go orders or leftover pizza. We would write Zolas on the box and send them out. And then the customers, man, they started coming back and saying, I want a box while I'm hanging out. And they started drawing on boxes. And then we had to put them someplace. So we started put them on the ceiling, put them on the walls, put them everywhere. And that was who we were, man. That was our culture. So as we did that, people would come back and they would look for their box and they would just tell us their story. As that grew, man, when we made that transition to come over here, we had to bring that with us. So in a little bit, I got to show you this room over here where we took all those boxes and we put them on this wallpaper and we wrapped the room where our pizza is.
Show me the room.
Let's go. Check this out.
So you want to talk about a business that has personal interaction with the community? Check out Zolas Wallpaper.
So this, man, this is the years. This is the history of Zolas. You can see all the staples are still there from
I see it.
when we hung it, and we took all of these, all on the ceiling here, and just wrapped this whole. This is our culture right here.
So who? I mean, this is. Did you do this, or did actually a customer?
All
do
the
this?
customers drew this.
This is all their artwork.
all around.
This is incredible.
This is the fun part of what we do.
Okay,
And then
okay.
you remember Charlie. Man,
oh my goodness.
so that's the old place. This is the old oven we used to have.
Look at that.
Man, so she making dough at the spot. So she's there. You got to see her. We'll sit down later. She's gonna come meet you. She'll just come see you, man.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So she's grown a little bit since then, but that's my family. This is
the real
what
deal.
Zolas is all about.
That's why we're here. One thing that we have seen time and time again, and I know you've seen it as well, is our communities are being chain fed. It's happening over and over
Without
again.
a
These
doubt.
chains are moving in. Everybody wants their dinner in drive-through 30 seconds. It's not what it's all about.
Oh man, this is to come get an experience. You know, come get an experience that you're gonna tell people about. So it starts with the food, it starts with this culture, it starts with this staff, man. So 11 years over there, a year and a half here.
People are supporting a family when they come here.
Without a doubt.
Not only your family, but
Yeah,
these guys that have
absolutely.
been with you for, I know he's been around, right? So he's been around since the other place. So,
He has. He's 5 years in. We got a 10-year vet.
so people are supporting those
People are
families.
supporting the family. It's a great community to just have, over the years, support us as we've grown.
We're gonna go to the bar,
Yeah.
and the bar looks nothing like it did before.
But we had the opportunity to bring the full bar in. And dude, when we did this, we worked with a guy in town that he's just a master, he's an artist. Mixed the concrete and poured it on the bar. And then we added these lights through the center of it, just to have
I'm
a pop.
looking at it right
Man,
now.
dude, you gotta see
I'm
this.
looking at it.
We took sea glass and just sprinkled it in here. This is a fishing net right here. We laid on the concrete. There's a couple of, there's just little treats around. There's a starfish, there's some shells.
Did you just keep going? You're like, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that.
We kept going, man, and he designed this centerpiece so we could put the lights in it and change the colors of the lights and the flow, and you know, and then it goes to the back bar here. When we brought the bottles in, the glass, the lights behind it, just to kind of bring it all together. But man, this has been fun to kind of get into some new territory, you know, new drinks, and then just the staff, man. So we went from 20 employees to 66 employees right now.
And you know what? That says a lot about you to be able to get those 60 employees plus to work for you. That says a lot about you and Monica as owners, because people can't find help right now, and you're doing it. Oh, look at this, buddy.
Oh man, check this out.
Look at him. Now these are the ones here. We're gonna take this. This is the cherry.
This is the cherry. I think he's gonna give us a couple
Oh,
more
okay.
here.
Oh, okay. Thank you, my friend. Oh man, thank you.
So that's
Tell me again what you put these in.
It's a Luxardo cherry that we infused with brandy. But it just, man, when you taste that cherry,
Come on, man. What do you think of that? Oh my gosh. Now this is your little spin on it too, huh?
absolutely, yeah. Just the orange, the bitters in there, the little spritz of some citrus on the top. Rubs the rim with a little bit of the orange. It just comes together, man.
Very nice. What did he put in that drink? You. Time to make some pizza. Let's go.
This is where the magic happens, man. This is where we brought all of this in with this oven. So we brought this oven off a truck. It came in and the stone lifted it, set them in place. Buddy, wrapped it, put the tile on it. Like through there, we cook about 720 or so.
Yeah, I figured right around mid 700s.
Yeah.
One time I got mine up to 1,000 degrees.
Oh, dude, I bet that was good.
I put that pizza in.
Yeah, big doubt.
Done. Man, look at this guy. Let's say, oh, he's getting strong too. You see that? I don't ever get to stand and watch someone else work, so this is kind of nice.
So, man, that's our dough. We make dough every day. You know, we're rocking the dough 24-hour proof.
Okay, so you are doing 24-hour proof then? Mr. Mitch, what are we doing?
We're doing a spicy shellfish fra diavolo, man. So we got some clams and mussels. We got some shrimp. Do a little garlic in there, a little shallot. Thank you, sir. Woo. Let those clams and mussels open up, get that shrimp kind of cooked off. We're at our red pepper flakes. That's kind of where we get the spice from. Our homemade marinara sauce goes in it, and then we deglaze the pan with some white wine. Yeah, man.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a party now.
It is, man. It absolutely is. Now we're just waiting for that moment. The clams and the mussels are gonna open up a little bit.
He says, I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready.
Clams and all that good stuff overcooked. So we're gonna add in that marinara.
All right.
Start letting that sauce down. I'm gonna cap it off. Sorry guys, real quick.
What a nice color you got on your sauce.
All right, so that sauce is reduced up a little bit. I know we're gonna go for it.
It's the jewel right here. The port is the jewel of Brookings. And to be right here, watch the boats come in and out, watch the people come down and tell us about their catch. Man, it's just gorgeous.
You done good, my friend. You done good.
Now you got to check this out down here. So we got this patio here we use when it's raining and some overflow, but right out here you got to come see this.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. Hey, Charlie.
Charlie, you want to say what's up to Vinny?
How are you? You want to give me knuckles?
Give him
Is that
some nuts.
good knuckles? Monica?
Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Nice to see you. Yes, so nice to be here. Thank you for the invite. It is beautiful. This is fantastic. This is beautiful.
Thank you
This is
for
good.
joining us.
This is actually so nice that I think I gotta put my. There you go. That's better. And the wood-fired pizza, and the appetizers, and the pasta. Forget about it. Oh, I lost his head. Woo. Buddy, you the man, dude. Charlie.
Go give him some elbows.
Bomb, dude. Did you make this pizza? What a crew. What a family. What a passion. Please go check out Zolas next time you're in Brookings. Now we'll head just a couple minutes down the street and find another gem of Brookings, Chetco Brewing Company. You have to hear their story. Talk about humble beginnings, a labor of love, and no fear of hard work. I want you to meet the couple behind Chetco Brewing Company. Come with me. Hey, hello. Good to see you, Mike.
Thanks for coming.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Excellent. Happy to have you.
So the story about Chetco Brew, I've just got a little tidbit of it, and the food truck. You guys are like known all over the place, and I drove 2.5 hours to get here because I found you over there. So I can't wait to hear about your story and see what you do here.
Excellent.
So let's go.
This is a completely different picture from where we started out, Vinny. We started out with a handful of money and thought that having a brewery would be really cool. We didn't know what that meant, but so we just jumped in and we just did it. So
Okay.
It was in my garage for 5 years. And when we started selling beer, this was my brew kettle.
So when you started in your garage,
That was my brew kettle. We moved from there up to a keg-sized kettle, and then we went to, this was my next brew system. These two and this kettle right here, 3 about that size. So I brewed out of that for a couple of years. And now this is in my garage, which is basically a 1.5 car garage. And we had a cooler in there, we had the fermenters in there. Then we moved up to this system and brewed in there a couple more years in my garage with the fermenters, the cooler, the grain, and these in my garage. And it was so tight in there that if you look at my garage now, there's still all these hack marks in the ceiling because of trying to get the paddle out of the kettle.
Yes.
When we were still brewing out of the other system, we opened our tap room over across the street over here. It was very inconvenient in a way because it was a small tap room. We didn't have any beer storage. So if we blew a keg, I'd have to get in the car, drive 4 miles up to the house, to the garage, get a keg, drive back down. So when we finally got in here in 2018, it was really nice, really nice. We finally had everything all in one spot. This big, square, odd-looking fermenter we acquired from another brewery out in the
Oh,
valley.
I've never seen one like this.
No, neither have I. The guy built it himself. And he used it for about 12 years, and then we ended up acquiring it, and we've been running it ever since.
Anything in there right now?
There actually is. Our Snickel Fritz Martzen style lager is in there.
Snickel Fritz Martzen Stager.
Style. Martzen style lager, yes. Snickel Fritz.
One more time.
Most people don't say it right.
One more time.
Snickel Fritz.
Snickel Fritz.
Martzen style.
Oh, that's the style.
Yes.
Martzen style.
Lager.
Lager.
Yep.
Yep. If you could say it 10 times fast. Actually, I don't have anything to give you.
Couldn't.
So never
I
mind.
couldn't.
Yeah.
3 would be hard enough.
Yeah. Snickel Fritz and Martzen style. Snickel Fritz and Martzen style. Snickel Fritz and Martzen style.
We started canning our beer about a year ago, and it's been a great thing. We have 5 different beers in cans available all the time. We rotate them. It's been a great additional outlet for us. One thing when we got this place, when we were moving from our old tap room, we outgrew it pretty quick. And we knew, because we had started participating in events as soon as we started selling beer. And we started creating events and running events ourselves. And when some of the other big events in town were dropped by the people handling them, we took them over. So the space here has worked out really well. And we're still thought of as one of the main entities in town that is bringing these events and stuff together.
Yeah.
And that was super important to us.
And you need this space inside on the coast. I mean, it's not
We
always
do.
as beautiful as it is today. Today's beautiful.
Right, and our community support throughout the pandemic, and even now with anything that we do, we just get huge support from the community. Super loyal people.
It's the community support is everything, and then to understand what you're doing as a mom and pop, running the show behind the scenes, the effort that goes into it, and the sacrifice, and people don't see that.
I think they really understand the whole picture of it. They appreciate the effort, and it's been great. Yeah.
You've come all this way over the years. You have your shop. So what's like your best seller? If someone has to come to Checo, and if they say, you know what, hey, I get one beer today. My wife said I gotta have one beer, whatever it is. What would be the one that you say this is the one, you gotta try this one while you're here?
The one that I always recommend, though, is our Block and Tackle Stout. It is our World Beer Cup Award winner. When we were still brewing, I'm not sure if we were in the little keg-sized kettles or into those stainless barrel kettles, but that's when we brewed our Imperial Stout that won our award, and we weren't even a year old, still in my garage, and we got our World Beer Cup Award. So
Very cool.
That's one I
That's
put
the one.
right up there. You gotta
Block
try it.
and Tackle.
Block and Tackle Imperial Stout.
It's easier than Snickle Frizzle Dizzles.
Easier to say.
Snickle Frizzle Manson something.
They'll know what you mean.
Manson style. Yeah. All right. Can we, maybe try some of that Block and Tackle?
So Block and Tackle, it's like one of those pulley things that it's got like 3 pulleys and a whole bunch of ropes. You can like lift something really heavy, just
Yes.
one guy pulling it.
That's what it's called?
That's what it's called.
A Block
Yeah.
and Tackle.
Yes.
Did you guys know that is a Block and Tackle?
All right. Block and Tackle Imperial Stout.
Block and Tackle Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
So much easier to say.
Just as easy to drink.
You can see why that won its award. I'm not even a stout guy. What's the secret in this thing? It's like drinking peanut butter. It's so
it's a funny
smooth
story
and-
about that beer too. I was trying to emulate another brewery's Imperial Stout that I loved, and this is when I was just home brewing. So I made a batch of beer, and I'm like, no, I changed it, and I made this recipe, and I tried it a few days later when it was carved up, and I said, no, that didn't work, but I wasn't brewing hardly any at the time, and I had 5 different little kegs. So I just forgot about it. Well, about 5 months later, I was going to make another batch of beer. I guess it was 6 months. And I thought, well, I'll just dump that out so I can make another beer. And right before I started dumping, I went, I should probably try it. I probably kicked myself if I don't. We've never changed anything since. It needs to age. We always age it a minimum of 6 months, usually a year before we pour it. But I almost dumped out the award-winning recipe.
I mean, come on. They almost threw out their award-winning recipe. So the age, the
Makes all
time
the
made this
difference.
this way.
All the difference.
Checo Brewing, Block and Tackle. I learned something what a Block and Tackle is, and I just probably had some of the most amazing beer I ever had. So I appreciate that. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. That is fantastic.
Thank you.
Now I'm hungry. And when you go to Checo Brew, we're not just here to have amazing beer. You actually have a food truck inside of your building.
Yes, we do. And they have fantastic food.
And I hear it's the better half that runs that.
Absolutely. Much better than if
He's
I
a
did.
smart man. And then the vegan food truck. Oh my goodness, what is that amazing smell?
Oh, you're
Can
in
you
for
hear
a
that in my
treat.
microphone? Is that too loud?
Dude, those are tempeh tacos, and Haas is cooking some up for you.
Tempeh tacos?
Blow your mind.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go see these tacos. I'll follow you.
When we first moved over here, we really wanted families to feel welcome, so you gotta have food. We're good at making beer, not so great at owning a restaurant. So we thought, well, just have a bunch of food trucks show up. And it just didn't happen. And I said, well, why don't I open one? And Mike said, go for it. And I said, well, it's gonna have to be vegan, because I'm vegan.
You're vegan.
So a good friend of mine, Matt White, he's a cordon bleu trained chef. He helped me put the menu together from some of my favorite stuff that I make at home. Actually, the tacos you'll be eating today is his recipe. And then we sent out an email to all our friends and family saying, we're opening a vegan food truck, help us name it. And my brother came up with Off the Wagon, which we thought was kind of tongue-in-cheek since we're in a brewery.
Yeah, this smell is ridiculous. This is amazing. Smells so good. Hey, Hoss, where you at? Oh, sorry, am I yelling on the microphone? I'm sorry. I want you to meet Hoss. Big Hoss.
How you doing, brother?
Look at you, dog.
Good seeing you, man.
It's good to see you.
Pleasure having you guys here, man.
It's great to be here, man. I'm like, I closed my eyes when I walked in. I went like this. I walked right into the door.
It's a beautiful place, man.
Yeah.
We like to create beautiful smells.
So what are you making?
Right now, we're gonna making some tempeh tacos with some fermented soybean with our marinade, and then we got some veggies going for our veggie wrap. They're almost done. About to add some greens up in there, some sprouts.
And you're making it all happen on an electric stove in this thing.
Yeah, yes sir. Yeah.
Dude, you're a beast.
Well,
That's amazing. You gotta have some skills to cook on an electric stove. So what did you say this was right here?
So this is our tempeh marinade.
Tempeh
in here.
marinade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we let that soak in, and try to get it all nice and warm, a little crispy, and
How long you been cooking for him?
about 8 months now.
About 8
So,
months. And
yeah.
did you have any culinary training in the past, or did you learn everything?
Not very much, man.
That's all right.
I had some, I love to cook at home and whatnot, but being here, my cooking skills just went through the roof, just knowing my my seasonings and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I've been blessed with
And then
that,
you can
so.
get all creative down the road as you get all that experience underneath you. So you know what, I'm gonna take this and put this together, and I'm gonna take this and put that together.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, man.
I wonder if they can smell that through this stuff. Can you smell?
Get it in there.
Get some.
Yeah, so then from there, man, we'll let's chop these up in little pieces.
Okay.
Get that marinade inside. I'll turn the heat down and put some cheese up on there, let that melt. And up here, just gonna add some greens and let that all get going. Put a little bit more oil up in there.
I don't think that people realize the health benefits of a plant-based diet.
I've always ate meat and everything, and I lost 35 pounds since I started working here, man, and it's changed my life.
That is amazing.
And
Good for you.
Yeah, man, it's pretty sweet. So.
Yeah, and even if you don't come completely over to a plant-based diet, if you inculcate it in your daily life and you go, say, 80%,
Indeed.
You'll see huge health benefits.
Yep, I probably only ate fast food like twice since I've been working here. Yeah.
Because you see how
It's just
that
man,
fast food, man. Don't be. Yeah, it's like you try to help people see. Don't be chain fed.
Yeah.
You got people like you and Alex and Mike putting together something like this. This is what it's all about right here.
It's amazing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
If I didn't tell you this food was vegan, you would have never known. So good, so filling, so amazing.
And then we'll top it off with some salsa and some lime cream.
Get it, big hoss. Get it, big hoss. This is the real deal right here, man. Blind test? Never know. Never know 100% plant-based right here. Bravo, man.
Hell yeah, brother.
Come on, son.
And it's pretty awesome seeing people come in and, it's a vegan food truck, so they'll come in and look at the menu and like, oh, I'm good. And then they come sit down, have a couple of beers, and then they see the food come out. Those same people come back in and like, hey, I want those tacos.
And you're the
with
man
the
behind
sausage.
it.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
a
again, man.
nice little cherry on top.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, of
You
course.
made my day. Checo Brewing Company is a must visit in Brookings. The food, the atmosphere, the handcrafted beer, the hospitality. Go visit this family when you're in Brookings. Now, the Oregon coast is already a spectacular place, but when you hit it on a day like this, beautiful. What an amazing, beautiful day on the coast. The drive through the redwoods and then up the 101, the sun, the food, the drinks, and the beach. We had a great lunch at Zolas on the water, right in the Brookings Harbor. We met the owners of Chetco Brewing Company and experienced some of the finest award-winning handcrafted brews, and gave cornhole a shot. What a great season we had. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time, let's go all across Oregon. This episode of All Across Oregon was made possible in part by Realtor Scott Lewis, serving Southern Oregon for more than 30 years. Scott lives here, works here, and loves it here. John Warrakoy, premier CPA tax professional and profit builder in Southern Oregon and Northern California. And French, with over 30 years experience in the beauty industry, French carries and sells only the finest of beauty products. Visit allacrossoregon.com to find out more about the people and places you've just seen. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.